Recording in progress.
Can you all see my screen? Can you all see my screen? Please confirm.
Yes.
Okay, great guys. Okay, guys. So let us continue then. What coins do you want us to go through today? I'm just looking at this TRX. Wow, guys. Wow.
TRS is fine.
Please come again.
TRS is fine.
TRX, okay. Remember, I sent you this setup yesterday, and look at what happened. Right, we just broke the swing high. So normally, right, there are two types. There are two ways of taking entries. In market structure. Okay, so you could have taken your entry as soon as you see this these rejections around this area. You could have taken your You could have taken your buy entry. The reason I wasn't interested in giving you updates is because those who ask questions, they were in the free group. So guys, I won't give you updates in the free group. I won't give you guidelines in the free group, right? So you could have taken your entry somewhere around here, or you can take your entry as soon as we break this swing high. So that way you are buying with limit order, right? That when this coin reaches this area, you want to take a buy, then it will take you up, because mostly when these coins break this zone area, they just shoot up, right? So you want this coin to shoot up, and you hold this trade until you can see any form of rejections. So there are two ways you could have taken your entry, but let's go into the higher time frames. Right, this is the daily time frame. Right, let us see what do we have on the daily time frame. Okay, so firstly on the daily time frame, what do we have, right? So you can see that the market was trending down, right? We're turning down, we're around these support areas, right? So my point of interest right now is it is this level, which tells us to be a supply zone, right? So it is this level, right? I want to see how this trade responds toward this level, right? This is my supply zone. It is drop-based drop, right? So I'm curious in knowing how does this coin react to these levels. Then if it breaks and hold above this area, then that is when I will take my That is when I will take my my buy orders. I'll take my buy entries, and I'll target this swing high over here as my as my target profit. Okay, so that is what I'm looking for in this time frame, right? That's what I'm looking for in this time frame, long term, right? I want to see this coin breaking this supply zone, then showing me a pullback and a rejection. Then I take a buy, right? But now, currently now, right? What can you say now? Right? What can you say now? Right now, you can say that, okay, if I see rejections around this area, right, I can just take short entries and target this support trend line as my take profit. But right now, long term, right, it is nothing that I can do, right? You could have bought around this area on those early stages of the market, but right now, looking at where this market is, there's nothing you can do. Okay, so you can even mark this zone area around here. You can even mark it, right? Is our major support. Okay, so we can mark it, right? So you want to see what happens in those areas, then we want to take our entries. So right now, basically, we are waiting for this coin to break and hold above this area, but it turns out to be a supply zone and a key level as well. So you want this coin to break and hold above this area, then I can take my buy entry. Okay, I can take my buy entry, and your target that will be up to you. Some, they want to see this coin breaking the zone area and also breaking their trend line, and it gives them a lot of confidence in the market. So when this coin breaks your supply zone and your trend line as well, and closes above, some breakout traders will just take their entries right away, but with the break and retest traders, they want to see a retest before they go in and they take their buys long term, right? So let's shoot into the 4-hour time frame. Okay, this is the 4-hour time frame, guys. So it's the same thing, isn't it? So if you can zoom in now a little bit, if you can zoom in a little bit right now, right? So now we have this supply zone, isn't it? We have this supply zone. We had a nice solid price and a strong rejection, right? So we will mark this zone area, right, as our point of interest in the market, right? We want to see how this coin responds toward this area, right? Because of the wicks, right, we won't extend it up to this far. No, that is too wide. But we can just take maybe a quarter or a half of part of the wicks just to see how the market responds toward this area, right? So we want to see if this coin breaks and hold about this area, then we're looking for what? We're looking for short entries. Then this area will be our target profit, because we know that around this area we might reject, isn't it? So you can see that this zone area is what it is confluencing with this previous supply around this area, right? So we want to see how this coin responds towards these areas. Then we take our entries based on that, right? Possibilities are it should go down from here, but guys, we are not trying to tell our own stories in the market, right? We want the market to tell us what to do, right? So before we take our short entries, we want to see those nice rejections around this area. Then we take our short entries. Okay, so that is what. Please come again. You can't see my screen.
Yeah.
Anyone else, guys, who has that problem? Please confirm. Can you all see my screen?
Yes, you can see.
Okay, so Mr. AJ, I think you can exit and join again so that you can be able to see the screen. Okay, guys, so let us continue. Right, so this is actually expecting also long term, right, or mid term, because this is the 4-hour time frame. Okay, so this is what we're expecting mid term. All right, so we want to see how this coin react toward those areas. Then we take our entries based on that. Okay, don't forget these supply zones around this area, right? Don't forget these areas, right? Isn't it? So you can also mark them, but I won't mark them here. Okay, let me just mark one, right? You can also mark them, right? That you want to see how the coin responds toward these areas. Because also we might break this zone area and shoot up, but reject around those areas, right? So you want to see how this coin reacts toward these areas. Maybe we can take our short entries and target this area again, right? But long term, we want to see this coin breaking our zone area, holding above, then boom, we're taking we are taking buy entry, isn't it? Okay, so let me go into the 1 hour. This is the 1 hour time frame. You can see now that, guys, we are already rejecting, isn't it? We are already rejecting these areas, right? So what I'll do is, because this is an uptrend, isn't it? So I'll mark this area, right? I will mark this area, okay? Then I wait for this market to close, right? I wait for this market to close. I wait for the candlestick to close, isn't it? Then I want to come back at 7 a.m. We want to see what happened to this candlestick. So if it is this bearish, but I'd like to see it closing up below this area, right? I'd like to see it closing below this area, so that I can be sure that this coin is it is in a downtrend, isn't it? So I'd like to see that, right? So when it closes below this area, I take my short entry and I target this swing as my target profit. Possibilities are we might break this zone, right, and just come back to this demand zone around this area, right? So this is also this is a demand zone, just in case this coin goes down, right? So this is where we are looking for we are looking to buy. Okay, so this is what we are expecting. Can you draw a trend line here? No, guys, you cannot draw a trend line. You can see how straight this market is. So when it's like this, guys, we don't draw trend lines, but we rather use market structure and demand and supply to analyze those coins. Okay, so guys, any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Any questions?
No, thank you.
Okay, it's all clear, right? So, which other coin you want us to go through? Another coin? Yes.
One question.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think when I talk, it's like there's an echo. Can you hear me like clearly?
Yes, now we can hear you.
Okay, thank you. The question I'm having is, let's say you take your shot on top here, and then to the market structure. Take profit should be on the first rejection part, or maybe we can continue hold just in case it's still going down, or we can just go out and then re-enter again. What could be the best solution on that?
Okay. All of the options that you've just said, they work, right? Yeah, they work. Okay. So you can target what you can target the what this thing high is what is like a profit, right? Let's say you are a scalper, just like me, right? I'm just allergic to holding trades for too long, right? So I'd rather take my profit and make a re-entry if I can see those rejections. If I can see this coin has broken my key levels and stuff. So I'll take a re-entry. Okay. But people like you, right? You're good in holding these trades for too long. So what you'll be looking for is what you want to see this coin maybe smashing this area, breaking this area with high momentum, right? Then you want to see how to spawns around this area, right? So this area would be your point of interest, right? You want to see how this coin reacts to this triangle, right? To this triangle while you are still holding, because a lot of things can happen around this area, right? So you want to see what is happening around this area, right? Then as soon as you see that, you can now take your decisions or take your entries based on that. Or decide either you are holding this coin or you are selling this coin, right? So this would be your point of interest. You want to see what is happening around here, because there will be a scandal here. There will be consolidation, rejections, right, tempting you to sell, right? But eventually you start breaking and coming to the demand zone, right? So this is what you can look for, right? You can either target the previous swings or choose to hold until you can see this coin the test and plateau above this area. Then you can just say, hey guys, I'm taking profit, right? So all the methods, they work, right? They work. So it's up to you which one you prefer.
Okay. The second question is, let's say I enter the trade, right? Then the first profit is hit, and now I'm going for the second profit. On my stop loss, what should I put? Should I put the first take profit as my stop loss now? Remember, when I enter the coin, there is a stop loss that I put. Now it has hit the first take profit. Should I change my stop loss to the first take profit, to my entry point now, or what?
Okay, like in this area, let's say this coin goes down and hit your this was to take profit, right? So
yes.
right? So what I can say is that yes, lock this profit, right? Take your stop loss. Let's say maybe it was a short entry like this, right? A short entry like this, and this coin is just hit your take profit. So if you want to hold this trade, just move your stop loss, isn't it? Move your stop loss, then lock this profit, right? Lock this profit, okay? Because I believe that
you move it to your entry point now.
Okay, yes, I've moved it to my because this is a trading platform. This is your entry around this area. But because I can't move it all, right? I just move it even the entry around this area, right? So you just lock your profit on the previous swing, right? Where was the first TP. Why do I say so? It's because when this coin comes back and break this area, then we are in an uptrend, right? So we cannot hold trades that are in an uptrend. So you can just hold, lock the profit, then this coin can continue going down. So if it continues going down, then you are in profit. So that is what I encourage, right? I think that
I get you, Mbulelani, but the thing is, I think somehow I'm getting lost on that, because now let's say we are on the third take profit now. right? We are still on tickets. So the stop loss also change. It changes to your second take profit. Am I right?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It changes to your what to your second take profit, right? And also, what you must be aware of what when you're trading stop loss, isn't it? Is that these coins, right? They won't be straight like this one, right? They won't be straight like this one. Sometimes they just calculate to manipulate, and we have weak rejections around this area, and they continue going down, right? So there are chances that sometimes your trading stop loss is what got hit, and then your stop loss is what is hit, isn't it? But even if it is hit, you are able to take a re-entry with locked profit. Now you've locked this profit, then you can take a nice re-entry if you can see this coin continues going in a direction. So don't be discouraged when this coin it hits your trading stop loss. You can be able to take a re-entry again in the same trade.
Right, I'm answered. I'm passing upon.
Okay. Thank you so much. Okay, guys. Anyone else with a question, or let us move into another coin? Although we have less time right now, but let us move into another coin, right? Just share with me a coin that you want me to go through. Which coin do you want me to go through, guys?
FTM.
FTM. I think we did FTM. FTM. Okay, let me check. Right. So let's go into the higher time frames of FTM. Right. Okay. This is FTM, guys. This is FTM. Right. We've been trending down like crazy, right? Been trending down like crazy. The market has been trending down right for a while. We've been trending down, right? So I want to see the bigger picture. I want to see if we have a swing low around this area, right? So you can see, okay, this is FTM, guys. This is FTM. I'll mark this area, right? I'll mark this area, okay? Right, I'll mark this area as my It's my key level long term, right? I will mark this area as my key level long term. Okay. So meaning what? I want to see this coin breaking this level and holding above this level. Then I can take I can take my long entry or I can take my buys for long term holding, right? So right now, what are you looking for? Right? What are you looking for? Number one, right? You can look for buys take your buy here and take have this area as a take profit. Because guys, we won't go this far. No, we won't go this far. If we are still turning down, if BTC is still doing its standard, right, then we won't go up, right? So if you are taking a long entry here as a swing trader, right? You know that okay, you have this previous key level or swing low is a market structure, isn't it? Right? Is a take profit, isn't it? That is where you want to take that is where you want to take your profit. But currently, right now, guys, we are just trending down, right? We are just in a downtrend. So long term, right? It won't be safe for us to take any buys, right? It won't be safe for us to take any buys because we are trending down, right? We are trending down. Okay, I wanted to draw it like here, but it's not good. Okay, so we are trending down, right? So that is what you can be looking for, right? That's what you can be looking for in the long term, right? But basically, if you want to be safe, right? If you want to be safe, I don't like taking non-confirmed trades, right? I don't like taking non-confirmed trades. So if you want to be safe, right? If you want to be safe in this trade, right? So what can you look for? Right, you can look for this coin breaking your key level and then holding above the key level. So you want this coin to break the key level, then hold above the key level. We take our buys. Right, we want this coin to break, hold, then we check our buys, then we target those highs as our target profit. Right. So that's what we are looking for. Long term, the safest way. But those who are risk takers, right? They will take their buys and target this areas as their target profit, right? It is risk, risky, by the way, because we've got no supporting factors. You can see it is just empty around this area. There's nothing that we can use as evident that, okay, this market it should go up from here or it should go down from here. So this is what we're looking for right now, isn't it? Right. So let me shoot into what to the 4-hour time frame. Okay. I'm not sure, guys, if I've answered you or you still have any question, right? So on the 4-hour time frame, right, you can see this supply zone, drop by drop, isn't it? So this is the supply zone, right? So what you want this coin to break this supply zone, right? You want this coin to either break this supply zone, show us rejections, then we take we take a buy, right? So you want to see how this coin responds to this supply zone, right? We want to see how this coin responds to this supply zone. So if you break and hold above the supply zone, then I take a nice buy. Then I'll target I'll target this swing, or even this swing height is our target profit, right? So now I want to see what happens to this area. Then I can take my entries. If it respects this area, then we take our short entries. We target this area as our target profit, isn't it? Right. So that's what we're looking for on the 4-hour time frame, right? So let's see what do we have on the 1-hour time frame. Okay. So on the 1-hour time frame, it's the same thing, guys. It's the same thing, just that now we can see clearly, right? But it is the same thing. We want to see this coin breaking this zone area, holding above the zone area. Then we take our buys. Then we target this key level is our target profit, right? So as soon as this coin breaks and hold above the area, then we take our buy entry, isn't it? Okay. So any questions based on this coin? You can unmute yourself and ask. Any questions? All right. So there are no questions, guys. There are no questions. We are left with 10 minutes. So I'll just take this opportunity for normal questions. Those who want to ask